You're listening to Shameless Feminine Speaks with your host, modern-day shaman and sister to all, Rebecca Haywood, right here on LA Talk Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shameless Feminine Speaks, the only show. That's right, and Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to be.
Wait, how do we get it to make noise?
I don't know. There we go.
You just have to hit it with gusto. Yeah, so
we're not going to say blow hard.
We are here on this gorgeous New Year's Eve for you all, bringing in the new year. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're so excited to be with you all because you know what? You know, we've been talking a lot about sex. And last week we brought it from sex through sensuality and that intimacy and that pleasure to that divine experience of you. The divine experience of you. You know, we said stop the chase, right? Surrender to the experience that's here right now.
Right now.
Stop putting that carrot out in front of you, right? And recognize that it's right here. The divine lives right here. This body is no cage. It is made of feathers. It is made of feathers. And if only we turn our sights inward to what is inside, to the experience that we are having right here, right now of life, then we turn ourselves inside out.
And those wings can spread.
Yes, the wings. Ooh, yes. And so tonight, you know, we're kind of continuing that. As always, we like to continue the conversation, but in the name of the new year.
Yes.
Tonight's show is titled Tempting More. Yeah, tempting more. And what is the more, Tatyana?
Well, the more is definitely going to be 2020. And you know, that's a metaphor, but 2020 vision is just about the best you can have, I think.
We're all going to have 2020 vision in 2020. I love that.
So what are we going to see? What are you going to see in the new year? How are you going to see everything in the new year?
Yeah.
Are you going to be seeing it with the new eyes for a new year? Who's the new you this year?
Yes.
We're not talking resolutions.
No.
No resolutions.
Nope.
No intentions. We're talking experiences. We're talking loosening the skin and stepping out into your life.
Yeah, we're talking about seducing instead of, you know, we when we set these intentions and these resolutions, again, they're very much like that carrot that we were talking about last week.
Yes.
And the chase begins.
Absolutely.
You know, the chase begins, and here are all the steps
And the
to get there,
disappointments.
right? The steps and the rules of how we're going to obtain and fulfill that resolution.
Yes,
right?
but then the disappointments
And
too.
then, yes, the disappointments, those are always there, right? And the
Yes.
beating ourselves up. Oops, we slipped. We failed.
yes,
we
we
failed.
failed.
We failed.
And then we're right back to step one of puberty. When am I ever going to get this right? You see. And what is getting it right, Rebecca?
Oh, forget about it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. You know, I found such freedom. Like, this was a beautiful moment in Teotihuacan. And I was on a journey as a little student. I was a student. And I was so aware of this desire to please.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I felt like a chicken running around with my head cut off. You know, just trying, like, do you love me? Do you love? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Do I have this spiritual thing right? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, this is spiritual thing.
Oh my God, do I got it? And I was just at my wit's end, you know, and I finally went to Gary Van Warmerdam.
Oh, Gary.
Look him up, a beautiful man. I believe he's still teaching.
Oh, he is. Gary Van Warmerdam.
Van Warmerdam.
V-A-N and then capital W. Warmerdam.
Yes, look him up. Beautiful. He wrote a book, I can't remember, Pathway to Happiness or something. A beautiful man.
Wonderful.
Wonderful teacher if you're looking for a very clean, masculine reflection of the divine. He's your guy. And so I went to Gary Bear, as we called him, and I told him what I was experiencing. And he looks me in the eyes. And I'm expecting, because I knew Gare Bear to be this like soft, cuddly, sweet, gentle man. And he says to me, "You will never be good enough for everybody else." Boom. And I just like, at first it like hit me like a hurt. And then all of a sudden, this, as I took it in, this freedom came. This freedom came of like, oh my God, he's right. I'm never going to be good enough for everybody else, so I don't have to try anymore.
And everybody else means anybody.
Anybody else. And he might have said that, actually. Anybody else. You're never going to be good enough for anybody else. And wow. What freedom. So bring that to your new year. Bring that to your 2020 vision. How's that for clarity?
Because this is a happy show tonight. We're celebrating New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Eve.
Yes, the burgeoning.
Yes. You see? So you're listening to us and you're listening to happy.
Yes.
You're listening. We're happy to be here.
Yes.
We're happy to share with you. So come on. Break out the eggnog.
Yes, and tempt more, you know. And again, you know, it isn't about resolutions and it isn't about intentions, but it is what we are seducing into ourselves, right? What we give ourselves permission for, right? We've spoken about this in terms of pleasure. You know, how much joy do you allow yourself, you know? And it is that permission, it is that allowing, it is that experience and that engagement of what's already here,
Have
right?
you taken the cuckoo clock off the wall?
Yes, the time.
Yes.
The time.
The tick-tock, tick. There was some movie I was thinking about the other day where, it's the alligator that eats the hand off of the pirate guy with Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah, and he swallowed the clock.
Yes. Yes. See, aren't we wonderful? We're just delicious. Yes, this is real. This is delicious. This is deliciousness. We can segue into Peter Pan.
That's right. We can segue into Peter Pan. It's all spiritual. It's all divine. It's all a message of tempting the more into yourself. Attempt it. Don't attempt it. Tempt it. Don't attempt it. Tempt it.
Good bumper sticker.
Yeah. Ooh, we like this.
Yes.
Maybe we're changing the title of the show.
Do not attempt. Tempt.
Yes. That's right.
Beautiful.
That's right.
And see how we are happy to like what we just did?
Yes, we delight. Do you see how we delight in ourselves? Give yourself permission for that too.
Yes.
There's more right there, right?
Yes.
There's more right there. Oh, you're so vain.
Oh, we're going to teach. We're going to teach them how to do more.
More.
Yes. Okay.
More.
Play with us. Play with us. We're going to do more tonight on this eve until tomorrow.
Yes.
And when you wake up tomorrow with perfect vision,
2020 vision, there'll be more. And more. And more.
So they might say, more what, Rebecca?
More you. More me.
Can you imagine?
More.
Can you imagine more you?
Oh.
Can you imagine more me?
Oh my God. I love to imagine more you, darling. More. Indulge. Yes. This is the more. What is there more of? There is more of the more. There is more of the indulgence. There's more to taste. There's more
savor.
to experience. There's more of the unknown, which, you know, let's talk about that, okay? The unknown, right? That we're so afraid of. We're afraid of uncertainty. We spoke about that last week.
We said guarantees last week.
Yeah, guarantees and certainty, and that we can control those, familiarity, right? We're afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of the unfamiliar. And yet, what is it? What is the unknown but pure potential, right?
Absolutely.
Talk about more pure potential. Anything is possible. Everything is possible.
See how even in the middle of the show I'm decorating?
Look at this. More. There's always more. There's more beauty and fun to be had. Always more. More. So pure potential. You know, this is the more. This is the more. More of everything. This is why no resolutions. This is why we're not talking about setting intentions, because yes, even those can be a limitation.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying don't ever do that for yourself. Of course, sure, why not? But tempt the more into you. Just allow complete possibility.
What's more for you?
Complete possibility.
Right now. Give me some more.
Oh.
Rebecca more.
Oh, gosh. Wow. I could go in any direction. Do you see? Any direction right now. Any direction.
We're waiting.
360 degrees. More. Woo, gosh. I don't, like here, right here. I can laugh louder. I can be more beautiful. Can I be more beautiful? Is it possible?
Is it possible?
Is it possible? I don't know.
Do you dare?
Do I dare? Do I dare to indulge in this beauty? Do I dare?
Be like a baby that loves the attention?
Yes, yes. Ooh, yeah.
Can you relish it? Can you bask in it? Can you bathe in it? Look, we're bathing in your attention right now.
Yes, we eat it. We eat it up. We eat it up and we become more.
Yeah.
Yes, this is another aspect of more. We hold ourselves back from the attention of others, even though we're secretly seeking it and wondering who's watching.
Who's
right?
watching?
We talked about that with the showroom windows, right?
Yes.
And, we were secretly hoping they're watching, but we're also terrified they're watching for what they will see. And yet there's something so beautiful in really allowing that, and allowing our vanity, watching ourselves and appreciating, indulging in what we see in the mirror, in that appreciation. Appreciate yourself. What happens in that as we allow the appreciation of others, as we allow that reverence of life, we eat it and we become more.
And in this case, the reverence supersedes vanity, you see. The reverence of appreciating, appreciating that you've been born, appreciating that you've had whatever experiences you've had, appreciating that you've healed them or overcome them or you've stepped away from them or however you're handling them.
Yes.
You see. And now you have now. And this is New Year's, but I want to say it. This is a New Year's Eve. Okay? A New Year's Eve. Let's be in the joy of that. Let's be in the sacredness of that. Let's be in the sweetness of that.
Yes.
Many years ago, I left off going out for New Year's because for 17 years I was unmarried. So when it came to New Year's, I didn't have a partner, you see. And usually you pair up for that. But when I did stay home, I discovered something so wonderful. I would make a wonderful little meal. I could watch a sweet movie that I chose. And at midnight, guess what I would do? I would go outside in my little neighborhood, a little residential neighborhood, and I'd take my pot and pan, and I would hit my little pots and pans together and make a little racket. Nobody else in my little neighborhood was making a ruckus, but I would make a big ruckus on my little front step there, my little stoop, and I would scream, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. New Year.
Celebrate your new year.
Yes. Celebrate. Celebrate.
Yes.
That celibate was a typo. It was missing the R. They were copying it the whole time. Celebrate, people. Celebrate. Seduce yourself into the new year. Seduce yourself into more. Tempt the more. Something's coming in terms of like the confessions, right? Like,
oh, yes.
Because there's something about that we get naked in our
confessions.
Can you feel it?
It's coming?
Yes.
Can you feel it?
Yes. You asked me the more, like, what's the more for Rebecca? I'm going, wow, I feel like I want to confess. I want to confess my joy. I want to confess my happiness. How often do we hide that? How often do we hide our power, our beauty, our everything, right? All those tutus, TOOs, that we're shy to put those on and to confess them to the world, to step outside our front door, pots and pans and spoon in hand and make a ruckus.
Yes.
To be the ruckus.
Isn't that a great word? Ruckus.
Ruckus. Yeah, especially when you say it with a ruckus. Yeah. I love it.
So are you going to do a ruckus tonight? Are you?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes. Put whatever you were going to wear tonight. Nope.
No, something
There's
special.
more. There's something more
Get
for you.
dressed up in something.
Yes.
Even if it's your very special pair of pajamas and fuzzy socks.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But does it feed the cozy?
Ooh, yeah, sure.
Does it feed the cozy?
Yeah.
Or does it feed the slinky?
Yeah.
Or you men, what? I don't know. What a guy like.
Well, I know what I like. On a man, from a man. But yeah, ultimately it's what you feel beautiful in, what you feel like, more like push those boundaries of what you think yourself to
or
be. Or
sit there naked with a really classy hat.
Yeah, like right like this. Just that's all.
Yes.
Right? Just like that.
Yes.
That can be all that you wear tonight.
Yes.
This jacket, I never wear sparklies. How often
it's
do you see me in
beautiful.
sparklies?
But tonight we have more.
But we have more. And so, I almost returned. I fell in love with it when I saw it in the store. And I was like, I don't know why I love this so much, but I love it. I'm getting it. And I almost returned it because I was like, I don't know. I never wear sparkles. So it'll probably just sit in my closet.
Was it a little bit too much?
It felt like it wasn't Rebecca. But 2020 is all about more. Tempt the more. Am I allowed to be this sparkly? Can you take it? Can you take my shine? Can you take my shine? I ain't dimming my shine no more. That's the more. No more.
No more. More.
More and no more. Like, what are we
go.
saying no more to so that we can say more to the all of it, to the all of you, to every expression of you. All those boxes that you've put yourself in that were comfortable or that even, just feel like home,
With little peek holes, like when little animals coming home from the shelter.
Yeah, exactly. And these boxes are tired, we've worn them out. We've worn them out to just, get rid of them. Let those
You've been in the
boxes go.
chrysalis long enough. Mother Nature is saying it is a new year.
Yeah.
2020, you can see.
Yes. Do you dare? Do you dare to step out of that chrysalis?
Do you dare to see?
Ooh, do you dare to see?
Do you dare to see in a 2020
Ooh, do you dare to be seen? Ooh, 2020 both ways. Do you dare to be seen? Do you dare? Remember last week's exercise? Do you dare to be seen? Do you dare to expose your beauty, your joy, your everything to the world? To your lover, to your partners, to strangers on the street? Do you dare to really give them all of that love?
If you cannot turn to your partner and say, I adore you, and they look at you and say, don't be silly.
Be silly.
Be
Be
silly.
Be silly.
Say, come join me in my silliness.
Yes.
Join me. Join me in my silliness. Join me in my opening to more. Join me. Get your partner. Just rub.
Rub
Just
against
rub.
life.
Just
Rub against
rub.
life. Rub against life. Let it take you and you take it, And I'm not talking grab the bull by the horns. No. No. Take it. You take it in and you take it, You grab it by the hair and you make it yours, this life, this moment, this everything.
This is a good moment to read this.
Oh, yes. Tatyana has a beautiful poem that we didn't have time to read last week, and it speaks so beautifully to tonight.
To more.
If you don't, I have it right here on my phone, too, if you want it.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Here we go.
Oh, yay.
Okay. Here is an ode to a new year. Delicious. Excruciating delicious. Chocolate coursing through my veins, heart dancing, eyes praying, waiting for more. Give me more. I can take it. I want it. Give me more. Split me open, gut me. I give you my insides, beautiful trinkets and treasures. They've served me unwaveringly. They've behaved responsibly. Release them. Release them to the freedom of more. I give you me. I give you all I imagine myself to be. I step into this pulsating pool of passion. I slip restlessly toward your touch. Pummel me, pound me, pulverize me. Let the planets grind my bones beyond powder into the finest of stardust. Swallow me. Have me. May the vastness take me and stretch me toward nowhere. May nothing be fed my juices as surrender. I need to feel myself as you, only you. I rest now.
Pummel me, pulverize me,
Pound me.
pound me
into nothing but stardust.
Do you feel the more, this is abandon, when I think of Tatyana, I think of abandon, she's just completely abandoned, 100%. And that is more, right? Yes. The more isn't this thing that we seek and that we pinpoint, pin the tail on the donkey. Yeah. There's our more right there. And that's what we're aiming for. No, it's that letting go, is that abandon. It's those membranes that we were lifting last week, that we were dissolving last week.
Yes.
There are no membranes with this woman.
No, I don't save myself like the good China.
No, she's not saving herself for marriage. It's done. No. The marriage, the promise of tomorrow, the promise of the next, the promise of the maybe.
No promises. No promises.
Just pure potential right here, right now.
No tomorrows.
Yes. And that pure potential of the unknown, we say that word potential, which again kind of feels like it puts it out in the future, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like this thing that is burgeoning out there, the alligator that swallowed the clock and we're chasing its tail now.
Yes.
But no, that potential is right here, right? It's not out in front of us.
No,
it isn't.
No.
It's
we
right
are that
here.
potential. We are that.
Yeah, and abandon yourselves to potential. This is more. This is more.
What are some of the things that you think are members? Choose somebody, Rebecca.
Ooh.
What do you see her being able to abandon and allow? What do you see her doing?
Oh, darling. Oh, darling,
Her,
my
her.
sweet. Oh, that one right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you know how I know that, sweetheart? Because I see it already in you. That blossom, that power, that presence of you is here. It's here already. That storm that you are, that has been seeking to blow through this world, to obliterate all the obstacles in its pathway. That storm is already here. You've been merely sitting in the eye of it, in that shy, in that timid, in that waiting. No more lady in waiting. No more lady in waiting. You are, my dear, you are that storm. You are the fire. And yes, you can. Yes, you are allowed, darling. You are allowed to be. For you already are. So no more waiting. No more waiting.
No more.
Who are you waiting for?
I love no more lady in waiting.
Yeah, no more lady in waiting. Who are you waiting for? And what permission can they grant you? They can't. They can't grant you anything.
No.
Only you can grant that permission to yourself, you see? You see this illusion that we wait for, right? Am I allowed? Am I doing it right? And we waiting for the affirmation, for the okay, the green light.
And the fact that we're already like seething means that we're tired of waiting.
Yes.
So I love that I chose you.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to choose.
You what? You.
I want you to do him.
You want me or you?
No, you do one,
Okay.
and then I'll do the next one.
Okay.
Him, though. Him.
Which one?
That one over there.
Oh, love. Wow.
Sweet, huh?
Yeah. Such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. That heart inside of you that you yearn, and you set all of these goals that you're trying to live up to. You're trying to live up to them. You don't want to be your father. You don't really want that. And yet look at these goals that you're setting for yourself, that you're telling yourself you've failed because you haven't achieved them yet. And now as you near this time, there's the clock again, this time of older age. Wow, you are a vintage wine. Nothing is over. Nothing. You've only sweetened. You've only deepened. You've only become fuller in your flavor, my dear. And yet these goals are what are souring that glass of wine. Let them go. Let them go. Let that form go, that expectation that your father, your mother, your whomever placed on you so long ago that you've been holding yourself to. You know what? Delete that to-do list off your phone. You know, delete it. Delete it. No more. No more of that. Say more to more. Say yes to more of you. Just as you are, perfect, my dear, perfect in all of your sweetness, just as you are. And that abundance that you seek will come. It will come for you because you are abundant. When you embrace the more inside of you, that abundance will come for you because we attract what we are. We attract what we are, darling. So be the abundance that you already are. It isn't measured by the coins in your pocket. No. No, true abundance is from within. True abundance is that yes to more inside of you, to that acceptance that already exists inside of you. So yes to more, yes to the abundance that you are, and all that you want will come to you. And guess what? It won't be barely anything that's on that list of wants that you've written for yourself. No, because what you want is actually so much more, so much more. So yeah. Done.
Don't go with your list.
Done. Don't go with your list. Throw it out.
Wait for more.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes. No more lady in waiting to the woman. And gentlemen, my dear, just surrender to what you already are. The abundance is here. You are it, baby. You are it. And a fine glass of wine at that.
Oh yeah.
Yummy. Yummy. Oh, I like this. I like this exercise.
Do you have time to choose one for me?
Yes, absolutely. We have plenty of time. We have, because there is no time.
Well, that's true. Except for the director.
There is no time, and so we're in no hurry.
We're kind of known for going over time.
Yes.
Because for us, there is no time.
Yes, it doesn't exist. It doesn't. But thankfully, they very nicely hang a clock on the wall right above the camera. So, yeah, we actually have 20 more minutes, darling.
Oh, beautiful.
Tons of time. Just so, 'cause I have to tell this one, or else she'll be holding. We don't ever want to see Tatyana hold back or bite her tongue. No.
Okay.
So, ooh.
Are you going to choose?
Yes. Oh, honey, I see. Do you see that gentleman right there?
Oh yeah, the one up front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's eager.
Okay. You stepped up. Oh, you stepped up. The fact that you stepped up says it all. The fact that you made yourself so that we could see you says it all. You're ready because you've always been ready. But now, 2020, you want to be seen by you. You want to taste you. You want to feel you. You want to know you. You want to absolutely be in love and enlivened by you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Look at her tears for you.
You stepped up. Good for you. Good for you. That's what it took. That's what it takes. And you did it. You're ready for your new year. You are ready for your new year.
A bendición, the blessing. The blessing.
Yeah.
the blessing. That's what you just received from this beautiful woman. The blessing.
I like doing this with you.
Me too. Actually, we can. This is why not now? Why not now? Shall we make our very special announcement?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So Tatyana is not just a guest here on the show any longer.
Anymore.
I don't know that she ever was just a guest. She has agreed to be my partner in this Shameless Feminine Speaks and in this Shameless Feminine movement that moved through me in Mexico from the Divine Mother 5 years ago now, and has been birthing itself through me ever since. And this woman has agreed to be here.
I'm going to support her and give her everything that I know to do. Whatever more she needs from me.
Yes.
Whatever more we can bring to you.
Yes. 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 So we get Tatyana every week.
Every Tuesday.
Every week. And I can just say it has been such a delight. And, you know, of course, we love you, Sheena, my darling. We love you. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Sheena. So with such gratitude, and let us all, you know, take this as a lesson right now for how you move into the more and into the new year and the tempting of more is also with the gratitude for what has been, right? For what brings us here to an opening for perhaps more, right?
Yes.
And so I with so much gratitude for Sheena, because truly, if it weren't for her, I would not be here. You know, she was the one that said, well, why don't you just do your own show? Really?
More?
Me? Like, that's a big more, you know? And not only did she say, why don't you do your own show? And she said, you know, why don't you start next week? Why don't you start next week? You know, there was no like, well, I need to prepare and let's blah, 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 blah. No, I just jumped in, leap of faith, both feet in. Somehow I got all the marketing materials together, created a logo, got it all together. Oh, wow. And, you know, if it weren't for her, you know, she said, look, sweetheart, I'll hold your hand. And there was a lot of hand holding, you know. I was hoping Sheena could be here tonight to kind of pass the baton and say goodbye to 2019 with us and hello to more in 2020. And yet, you know, she couldn't be here tonight. Why? Because that woman, her life is full of more. She's constantly with more. And oh, wow, her life is so full. So I know that this is a perfect, you know, for her.
Segue.
She has no, like, all blessings for us and this show. And, you know, she came on here and she held my hand and she engineered the show for us and just made me feel so comfortable and so welcome that I could be here on the show. And I originally, the plan was, you know, once I was comfortable, I would sit up there by myself and have guests kind of come in as I could find them. But otherwise, you know, just do me up here. And yet, you know, something came for me in my more. I was on the Day of the Dead, and I was yearning, missing Madre Sarita, my grandmother and teacher, and you know, I was just with her and really letting her inhabit me. Again, you know, and she's always with me. And
But you were focusing.
She does
on her.
speak through me and work through me still. But this was just, I was really letting her in. I was actually at something called ecstatic dance, and I was letting her dance through my body. And I was feeling her joy, and I was feeling that union and communion with her again. And then when the dance was over, I just started weeping. Missing her, and I always ask myself when I'm missing something, you know, what is it that I'm missing? You know, what is it that I'm missing? And I heard my little self say, I miss my spiritual cohort. I miss my co-pilot. I miss that co-creation, having a shared mission with someone. You know, it's co-pilot, yeah. And it's been so long that, you know, as you all know, well, maybe you don't know, I moved here from Idaho. I was up in my shaman cave in the mountains and really doing a very solo life despite being married. We both were very kind of lone wolf types. a lot of time solo and already living apart for about 5 years, before I moved here. And so, really alone, which I'm never afraid of being alone. I love being alone.
Yeah.
I love myself. And in some ways you're never alone, and you're always alone anyway, no matter how many people are in the room, right? So being alone doesn't scare me. It doesn't make me sad. There's no loneliness to it.
No.
And yet this yearning for that co-creation, to have a co-creator. And part of the reason I moved here to LA was, a spirit told me, go be amongst the people. Go be with the people, and I thought it was to serve the people, to serve community. And then I get here and I realized, oh, well, this is for me too. I'm yearning tribe. I'm yearning for tribe. And so this is for me as well.
She wanted to rub up against life.
Yeah, with tribe, with community, with family, And so this was just an extension of that realization of how much I really was yearning for that co-creation, And Sheena was a lovely live in action co-creator, but she's so busy. She has so much more in her life that there was no dreaming up the show together beforehand, the way that we do. I mean, we always speak the night before the show or sometime on the Monday before the show, and we just kind of let the show dream us, and we kind of go, oh, well, like, what do you want? What do they want? What are they begging for? What are they yearning for?
Yes.
And where does the conversation want to go? Where's the next opening that we can bring? And we just start to dream, and it's just been such a pleasure to dream with you. And then I sit down and I write the post, to market it, which ends up being the intro for the show now. And it's been so beautiful because it's so channeled. It's so completely channeled.
It's effortless.
It's effortless. It's just, wow, and that's how it's not that, there was, that there was anything wrong with what was. You see? And this is what, as you're moving from your 2019 to your 2020, have that 2020 vision as you look back on your 2019 just on what was, with nothing but gratitude. It was perfect or better, as my dear friend Marilyn says, perfect or better. Because why? Because it is what brought you right here to this more, right? And so, yes, here, thank you, and we welcome you, Tatyana.
Thank you.
We welcome you, and we are so, I speak for all of you right now. I know how many of you have reached out to me, and just like with such gratitude for Tatyana, for what she brings to this table, for the feast that she is. And
I'm yummy.
Yeah.
I'm yummy. I'm very yummy.
Absolutely. Divinely delicious. And you can feel the feast that gets created between us, and that dance between us as our energies dance off of each other, our words dance off of each other. I mean, we're both poets. And so really, I'm so, so grateful for you.
Thank you.
And I'm so grateful for all of you for continuing to tune in. Our viewership is growing continuing to grow. And, and we've got ideas growing.
Yes.
So, 2020, it's big, and it's more of you, and it's more of us, and it's more of this, it's more of the feminine, which, in that rise of the feminine, it's not that the future is feminine, it's that the future is all of us.
Yes.
It's all of us. It's masculine and feminine hand in hand. And it's the dissolution. Okay. Oh, this was a membrane we didn't get to talk about last week. It's the dissolution of those pronouns, actually. The pronouns of he, she, his, hers, those pronouns, them that we place on God, that we place on our sexual experiences. Again, those are membranes between us. Those are membranes between ourselves and the experience inside of ourselves. Is this the right way a woman is supposed to be, or the right way a man is supposed to be? Is this masculine enough? Or if I am a man, am I embracing the feminine enough? And what does that look like? And everybody speaks of balance, and
it's
know what I mean?
It's going to be wonderful with the new year coming, because we are going to be speaking to the male audience equally as we always bear in mind that we are speaking to you as well as the feminine or the females.
Always.
I mean, I brought 3 more males into this world. I had 3 sons.
And I have 3 brothers.
And you have 3
And
brothers.
I have 3
yes.
brothers. We love
We
you,
love
men. We
men.
love you. We love you.
I have to admit, I come from sisters and only 1 brother. So when I had my little boys, it was a joy to say, what do I do with this? Because the men, they're so delightfully different in their own sweet, juicy way.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then my partner right now, Darius, very, very masculine. And sometimes I'm like, I feel like tone down the masculinity a little bit,
Oh,
And
really?
Yes,
that's
I do.
surprising.
Yeah, it's like, okay, because he'll grab me,
Oh, yeah.
And part of me goes, ooh, and part of me goes,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So we are speaking to all of you, and we're so grateful.
Yes, we're all learning how to dance with each other, or unlearning how we didn't know.
No steps, though.
Yeah, no steps. Unlearning how we didn't know to
It's
dance.
like you're ecstatic dancing. No steps.
Yeah, no steps. Yeah, exactly. It's free form. It's surrender to what is right here and allowing that exchange of energy. And, I've spoken about my relationship with my former husband, and who's also very masculine.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And yet so very flexible, so very feminine on the inside, so very spiritual. And I've spoken about that dance between us. And that's really what it is. I mean, whether we call it feminine or masculine, it's that dance, it's that exchange where when one is that force, that virility, that taking, then the other is the flexibility and the surrender, right?
Like Gustav Klimt's The Kiss.
Yes.
If you really look at it, her whole body is just just opening to take me.
Yes.
But you want to do that with yourself in the moment.
Yes.
You want to say to the moment, you want to say, yes, take me.
Take me.
Take me. How far can I go?
Yeah. Deeper.
You see. And then maybe you reach a limit. And then the next time, maybe you pass that limit.
Yeah.
You see. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It is a new year.
New.
And this is a special night, a holy night.
It is a holy night. It is a holy night. It
one
truly
more.
is.
Give me one more. Choose one more.
Oh, yes. Oh, do you see the sweetheart? The darling, beautiful one, hiding all the way in the back.
Okay, I thought that's where we were looking.
Yes.
Way back there. Okay.
Oh.
You. Stand up.
Aw.
Oh. You have a very natural tenderness. You have a very natural vulnerability to you. It's very natural. Don't treat it as if it's something that holds you back. It's your energy. It's how you express yourself. Not everybody is a thruster, you see. And so your gentleness, it's not naivete. It's not being shy. It's being available. I say that I see someone who's going to be so available to her new year. Congratulations. Congratulations that you are going to be so available to your new year. Cherish the tenderness that you are, and the way you're able to be so compassionate and loving, understanding. That doesn't mean you're stupid. Isn't that how we say that to each other? Just because I'm kind, it doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Your vulnerability is a true strength, sweetheart. So beautiful. The Crescendo actually survives the storm much better than the old oak tree.
Oh, yeah. Snap.
We think of the oak as nice and strong, but it's rigid. It's rigid. It's inflexible, whereas the Crescendo bends in the wind. Yeah. I can relate to you, sweetheart. I have you on the inside of me. We are the same, cut from the same cloth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that vulnerability is beautiful. It's beautiful, that sweetness, that softness.
You and I once shared about the little Mr. Potato Head piece that you have, I have, about being too understanding sometimes. We interpret it.
Yes. Yeah.
And are we too understanding, or are we just wise?
Yeah, are we just wise? Yeah, are we too forgiving? Are we too acquiescing? Or are we just wise? Can we really just see? We can see, and you have that ability, sweetheart, that ability to see, and yet don't understand yourself out of the picture.
Yes.
Right? Just because you can understand, just because you can forgive, or forgive because there's nothing to forgive because you understand, right? That's that beauty that you have, and that you and I do, and yet don't understand yourself out of the picture. Just because you can see it, you get to still have your preferences. You get to still
have feelings.
Yeah, you could still you still get to have your feelings.
So don't let somebody tell you nothing happened.
Yes.
For you, something happened.
Yeah.
And then you see what you do with that.
Yeah. So I have a more for our more. Let's get louder. In 2020.
Yes.
If we've got clear vision, let's also, lift that frog that we've swallowed in our throat.
Oh, I know. The compulsive diplomat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I am the best diplomat.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah, that's a compulsive diplomat.
Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of her. Shall we? And the debutante.
Oh, yes.
Because that's part of where that comes from is when we,
watch our words,
zip our mouth and throw away the key, it's that politeness, right? That politeness. Yes. And yes, that Rebecca running around in Teo like a chicken with her head cut off, trying to please everybody.
Yes.
There's more to you. You not only can you not please anybody, okay, but you know what? Speak as if nobody's listening. Speak for yourself, right? They say, oh, are you just talking to hear yourself talk? Well, sure. Why not? I don't know that anybody else is listening. I don't demand that anybody else listen.
Yeah.
But I better listen to me. If I'm not listening to me and my words, if I'm not experiencing my words as they come out of this body, then what am I delivering to you?
Exactly.
It's nothing. It's nothing. But if I'm experiencing them, then I'm giving you an experience, right?
But
and
when
whether
you
listen and receive,
you do choose to speak, you're choosing to speak with someone who you're assuming is willing to listen. Or why are you talking?
Right. Right. Sure.
Yes,
but for example, I laugh at my own jokes all the time.
Oh dear.
Oops. Hey,
but it's silent.
Yeah.
It's silent.
It's okay.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, audience.
No, don't apologize. That was a great little song. That's sounded like getting ready for a striptease.
That's my husband's ring.
Oh, there we go. Well, of course it is. Booyah, baby. Booyah, yeah. So are we stripteasing into 2020? Are we getting naked to our 2020?
We're removing everything.
Yes.
We're
last week we were dissolving the membranes.
Naked bliss.
Naked bliss. That's where we landed last week. And so here we are. Or 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Yes.
Naked bliss, baby. Naked bliss.
Naked bliss.
Get naked in 2020 with
Sit
your 2020
on your
vision.
couch with a great little hat and your little noisemaker, or like in my case in the old days with your pots and your pans.
Yeah.
You can have fun and then laugh at the fact that you are willing to celebrate on your own, by yourself, on your front stoop.
Yeah.
Go back in and have your eggnog.
Have two.
Right?
Why not? Yes.
And then put us on repeat.
We'll party with you all night long. Yeah. Laughter is contagious. Joy is contagious. You are contagious. Be contagious to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Throw yourself a bone and go fetch it and then throw it again. Like, this is the more, you know what I mean? You just keep going and keep feasting. There's always more to try. There's always more to taste. In our show on virginity or puberty and virginity, or virginity, leave room for dessert,
Leave
right?
room for dessert.
That there's always more to experience. There's always more of the unknown. There's always something new. So truly, let this new year be about the new. The new. What haven't you tried yet? What clothes have you not worn yet that you've held yourself back from?
Don't let domestication tell you your first times, your only times, your last times. Don't let anybody tell you your times. Right?
You are wild. You are wild. You are a wild animal. We think that we're not so wild because we're human, right? We're so
That's
smart.
why we have to be domesticated.
Right? Yeah, exactly, because we are that wild, And sure, we all got domesticated, but you're wild underneath it all, right? Underneath it all.
Little feral kitties.
Yeah. I love that. Little feral cats. Yeah. So
what kind of a little feral cat are you? I'm all black with long fur. And it's so long you can't even see my ears.
Well, you know me, darling. I'm a mountain lion.
Yeah.
I'm no little kitty. I'm no little kitty. Yeah, and I like my mountains. I'll always love my mountains.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm an ocean girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see how beautiful? See, mountains and ocean, and we love each other dearly.
Yeah.
And we're loving you into your new year.
Yes. So tempt the more. When you think you've already gotten the more, go for more.
Go for more.
Go for seconds, go for thirds, go for fourths, go for more.
And who knows what that more is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
and,
the best
and remember,
part.
don't attempt the more. Tempt the more. Okay? So we love you all. We don't want to go anywhere. We want more with you. But, the clock says it's time.
So let's just pretend it's midnight and we'll go.
Oh, yes. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
So how do we do it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We love you. Thank you.
Happy more. May you have everything that you want. You are everything that you want, darling. Go get yourself.
Go get more.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Till next week. Bye-bye.
See you next year.
Yes, next year. Not just next week. Next year, baby. All right.
You're listening to Shameless
was
Feminine
fun.
Speaks with your host, modern day shaman.